Hello, everybody. Welcome to this group cord cutting, ancestral healing, and karma clearing session. The first hour is going to be a presentation where I deep dive into karma, ancestral healing, and how to cut cords. I channel an hour-long activation cord cutting with the assistance of the Arcturians, Pleiadians, Syrians, Lyrans, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Jesus, and the archangels. For the meditation portion, all you will have to do is relax, find a place where you are undisturbed. You may want to wear headphones. You may want to gather crystals and put them around your body. You may want to dim the lights and just get a very comfortable atmosphere. If you would like to skip ahead, find the timestamp for when the activation starts. All right, enjoy. All right, so cord cutting, ancestral healing, and karma clearing. So this is stuff that I've been working on for a while, and the ETs and Divine, Jesus, Mary it's been being brought up a lot because we're getting to a point now, and they're showing me right now, we're like onions. We're peeling the layers, and each layer we do, there's kind of like new stuff that needs to come up. But we're at a really important part right now where all of this stuff is coming up to be healed and released, which is exciting because then we'll be much lighter and our vibration will raise. So what is karma? Karma is action. Intention plays a huge role. So what you intend to do whenever you do an action, and everything you do has an impact. So it's like cause and effect. So everybody has karma. And you may have karma that, well, we don't remember our lifetimes. Usually, sometimes we remember past lives, but we can actually have past life karma that is affecting us today if we have a kind of like a reoccurring pattern or issue that we keep struggling with, and we're like, why the heck does this keep happening to me? Sometimes it can be involved in either karma or cord cutting, also things like that. So it's really important to clear that. So there's 3 ways to accumulate karma. Ancestral karma is one, past life karma, and then karma from this lifetime. So it kind of sucks because there's even ancestral karma. So like I said, we don't remember what, our ancestors did, but that actually gets carried down through the generations. And everyone has done bad. We have done it all. So we've been everything. We're light warriors in this lifetime, but we've done some, things that may have affected other people badly. An example that comes to mind, and while I'm going through this, kind of think if there's anything that comes up to you, kind of brainstorm a little bit if anything comes to mind as I'm going through this. But I had a session with somebody who was having really bad issues with their sister, I believe, and it was just really like hell, like they didn't get along at all. And then she found out that she had actually slept with her sister's husband in a past lifetime. So it was like karma the next lifetime. She screwed her sister over in that lifetime, then her sister was screwing her over this lifetime. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And there's common karma, what I've found, what I've experienced, not just karma, but trauma. So doing my Star Origins readings and then digging in on myself, a lot of karma and trauma has come from the Orion Wars. That may not necessarily affect you, but I know a lot of us were involved with the Orion Wars. Even if we aren't an Orion starseed, a lot of us went to do humanitarian acts and help with the war over there. And that was very traumatic. I've had some memories come up from that that were very traumatic, very messed up things happened during that war. So if there's something, I'll give you an example. For me, suddenly I just started having all of these kind of like fear attacks, like panic attacks. And I was like, it's like I had PTSD, but I had no idea what the PTSD was from. I was downloaded with these memories from serving in the Orion Wars, I was a Pleiadian, the specific lifetime that they showed me. I was trapped. And I saw some really dark things, genetic testing, uh, mutations, just there were some weird stuff was going on. And reptilians, of course, which not all reptilians are bad, but that was specifically what I saw. And then it was like this PTSD started coming up suddenly. Once I realized, oh, it's kind of like I was reliving those fearful moments, and it kept affecting me. So I had to work on my mind and body for months, really doing healing sessions, clearings, and processing it. So if you have like PTSD or even like anxiety or a fear of something specific, like if the word reptilian really freaks you out, and gets you feeling weird, there's probably some sort of a run-in that needs to be healed. Another one is the Lyran Wars. So that one, most of us, I feel like a lot of us have been involved in. A lot of the people I do readings for started off in Lyra. And the Lyran Wars were a very traumatic time. I believe over 30 million beings lost their lives. And then the ones that escaped, they had to flee across the galaxy. So that's also a big one. And maybe during wartime, we do something that we're not proud of either. So then we have that karma, not just like bad being done to us, but we affect people negatively too. Atlantis and Lemuria. So that's a big one. Well, these are all big ones. These are kind of like the top ones that I've discovered. A lot of us have been in either Atlantis or Lemuria, and basically we kind of lost that one. We kind of lost that round, and they pulled the plug on it, and tsunamis, you probably know the story, engulfed everything. A lot of people died. Some people escaped. Some people were picked up via ships, apparently. And then some people fled to either like the highest point or inner earth, which I found out I was Atlantean, and I actually helped lead people down to inner earth. But there were a lot of people who didn't survive, and you may be afraid of water or have nightmares of tidal waves and things like that. I don't know as much about Lemuria, but Lemuria, there was a war back then. So Lemurians are often known as the very positive, motherly, feminine type beings. But I believe that there was negative infiltration that crept into Atlantis and then was spreading over to Lemuria as well. And then plus, if you died during Lemuria or you were involved with the war or affected by the war, then you carry that trauma and karma. Past Earth lives is another big one. So a lot of us have been here for a while. And whenever we are born, we're basically like a clean slate, but not really, because we have all this baggage in our energetic field from past lifetimes. So, which is unfortunate because we don't remember it. So then we have to, really take a good long look at ourselves and really dig deep at what happened. Or you can do like sessions with people, do meditations to see if there's a past earth life that has affected you. One example of mine is I was burned at the stake as a witch in medieval times. And I was so afraid. Before I was sharing videos on YouTube, before I was talking about this, I was afraid to talk about it. I mean, it's a pretty out there topic, and we're going through this awakening and things are changing and you're not resonating with the same things and people think you're weird. So it took a lot of, I had to do clearing, and the Syrians actually showed me part of the reason why you're having a hard time being yourself and expressing yourself is because you were burned alive as a witch, but you were a healer in medieval times. And so that deeply affected my throat chakra. And it like came up and I just started bawling my eyes out and then processed it. And then after that, I was better. So things like that can be really, really helpful. The next is ancestral lineage. So your ancestors. So up to trauma can be passed down to, I believe it's 7 generations physically in the body. But I think even more than that, like karma can probably be passed down through, what comes to mind is maybe in the movie, sometimes they talk about like a family being cursed or some sort of a curse that affects like every other female or something like that. Like things like that can happen, as well as the trauma from even your mom. If she had a traumatic experience, you carry that in you as well, which sucks. So that's one of the big things that we're doing right now also. And what the star beings are calling us to do at this time is also help heal and clear our ancestral lineage at this time, so that our children and so on, they don't have to deal with it. They can be born free. They keep showing me this. So clearing the trauma and karma and then cutting the cords is freedom. That's how you will feel. You will become free after we get rid of those things. My Atlantis example for karma, I had no idea that, I'm a pretty good person. I'd like to think I'm in the good fight. And I had one night where I had a dream where I was on this boat, and then suddenly all of these waves, it was like Titanic, water started coming in. And then I remember just sitting there and like accepting the fate, like I knew it was happening. And then I just sat down, like while all these people are running and screaming. And as I woke up in Arcturian, which they'll be here today, they're going to help us with the Akashic records and clearing and all of that. They're amazing healers. An Arcturian woman told me, you have karma that you need to clear from Atlantis. So, and then I found out that I had known beforehand what was going to happen, but I didn't go and tell, I guess I could only tell a certain few. I helped people escape, but not everyone. So that was a karma that I carried that I had no idea about, and that was still affecting me. Another example is somebody that's here this evening shared a Lemurian example, a Lemurian karma. Like I said, I don't know too much about Lemuria. It's Katie who's in here. She found this out not too long ago. So she was a Lemurian, and she, correct me if I'm wrong, Katie, but there was some sort of like genetic testing that was going on that was basically bad karma. Yeah, basically some genetic testing, experimentation, and she collected bad karma from that. So then to serve that karma, she spent multiple lifetimes as a hybrid child being tortured to clear that karma, which is pretty crazy. So that's an extreme example, but that can happen too. So that's why it's really important to clear the karma. Karmic relationships. You guys probably know about this. You can get stuck in karmic relationships by not learning a lesson or not resolving a situation in a lifetime, leading you to continue playing out a karmic relationship or pattern over and over again. This can be with family members or other members of your soul family who you often incarnate with. We all probably have that one ex, right? It was just like, toxic and or some sort of a situation like that. So cord cutting will help get rid of those people also. But yeah, or even just somebody that you just meet and then something ends up happening. It can be they're there to teach you something. And if you don't learn from it and become aware of it, then you have to keep repeating it until you learn. Earth is a big school. Ancestral healing. Some say over 50% of our challenges are passed down before we're even born in the morphogenetic fields and in our genetics. So the morphogenetic fields, it's like our energy body. So I discovered a lot of trauma and things are actually just hanging out in our energetic field. So by going in and clearing, which that's what we're going to do today, will help repair that and clear that. And then also in our genetics, our physical genetics and our DNA, it's passed down through our DNA. So we are a really, really important generation right now because we're clearing the way for the next generations. We're doing a lot of the healing and clearing. And then like the children, grandchildren, all of them, they'll have just a better chance and they won't come in with all of that karma. Trauma and ancestral patterns can be passed down for generations. It can physically affect the body, health, our chakras. So even like, say, an example, my mother or my grandmother say that they were raped or they were assaulted. Now, that's going to actually affect my sacral chakra too, and probably my mental, my psychology, my emotions. So yeah, that's a big one. And I think, and what we're finding with the trafficking and all that, I think a lot of us and our family members have been abused in the past, taken advantage of, things like that. So we are here now to also heal our ancestral lineage. And even like, say, if you were Native American, you have Native American in you, you guys know what happened to them. So then you can carry that with you as well. Cord cutting. The practice of cord cutting helps to recover energy that has been lost and to reestablish healthy energetic boundaries. It helps us let go of what no longer serves us. Is everybody good so far? Does anybody have any questions before I move on to?
It's perfect.
We're good?
Yes,
Okay, awesome. Helpful?
very.
Okay, good. Christine, did you have a question?
Yes, I have a question. Okay, so I found out I was adopted when I was 40 years old.
Oh, wow.
Now, do I go by my adopted mother for ancestral or my birth parents for ancestral? Because I don't know my birth parents at all, or does it even matter?
Well, for the birth parents, that's going to be physically in your DNA, even if you don't know
That's
them.
true.
Yeah, so I would do both.
I have two. We have a lot of stuff we have to do. It's not like difficult. Well, it is difficult. It's time consuming.
No, yeah, it is.
Takes a lot of time. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I would are you in good terms with like your adoptive parents? Do you feel
Yes,
like you know them?
My mom told me my dad's passed away already, but
Okay.
yeah, my mom, no problem.
Yeah. Well, you probably spent, many lifetimes with them, maybe not so much with your biological mother. You just signed up this lifetime to have that experience. You could just get rid of that in one meditation. You can set the intention to get rid of that today. Well, with the physical, the DNA, you may have to work with the DNA a little bit more to clear that trauma.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you.
Mm-hmm. Lindsay? Oh, who's next?
Oh, it was me. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so basically we have to figure out what every person in our life is trying to teach us so that we don't create karma.
Well, I wouldn't say that necessarily, but if there's something that really stands out to you, that maybe somebody that you're having issues with or have had issues with in the past,
Yeah.
they were there to teach some sort of a lesson or work through some karma. So I wouldn't say not everybody, but well, everybody does have a place in your life, but I'd say just focusing on like the really big ones. If there's somebody, an ex is a great example, or if there's somebody that you've been off and on with for, many years. Yeah, just the big ones that really kind of get your blood boiled.
That's easier.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. Ramona, did you have a question?
Yes. So I was told that by a medium that did a thing for me that my daughter was my mom in a past life and she gave me up for adoption.
Mm.
And there's a lot of difficult tension between my daughter and I. So should I say I want to cut the cord from the past, but not how do I set my intention?
That sounds like it's kind of like ancestral. So did you have problems with your mother? Or you didn't know?
I didn't have with my actual birth mother. No, not a lot. I mean, just typical stuff, but not a lot of trouble. No.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So something that I like to say with the cord cutting is that you cut if you feel like something's pulling at your energy, or if you think of somebody and it gets you down, or if you can't get them out of your head, there's an energetic cord that's like pulling you two together. So if it's distracting or something that still really hurts, yes, but what I like to say is ask for the cords to be cut if it is for our highest good. So then if you're not 100% sure if a cord should be cut, you can say that. I like saying that.
Okay, that makes sense. Good.
Yeah.
Thanks.
That's a nice trick. Anytime you're not sure, just say for my highest good, whatever's for my highest good.
Yeah. Okay, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Is everybody else good?
I also have a question.
Hi.
So I don't know if karma can be translated into like physical pain or
Mhm.
I have I guess pain on on the right side of my kind of body, like there's wrist, elbow, knee, ankle, and then I had birthmark on my right hand and on my knee. It's still there, but it got lighter. So I don't know if that's something, from previous time or something.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a past lifetime. Past lifetime. A lot of people may have like birthmarks or some sort of physical effect from past lifetimes. Because if you think of it, like imagine you're holding all of that information in your energetic field, which then affects the physical body.
Right.
Yeah.
So things like cord cutting or I guess doing the meditation, it will maybe help with that.
Yeah. Where did you say it's on your hand and what else?
It's on my the back of my palm. It's fainted. It's pretty fainted now. It's like a circle shape right here, and then it's on my knee as well.
Interesting.
It's like a dark, you know, solid dark color, and it was a lot darker when I was born, and then it kind of faded. But you can still see it. Yeah. People sometimes ask me, like, did you shower? I'm like, no, it's a birthmark.
Yeah, that definitely sounds like a past lifetime. Did you say you have pain also somewhere?
Yeah, I have like wrist pain and
Okay.
elbow, and it's all from sports, but they're all on one side. It's because the things I do, it's all two hand,
Mhm.
and I am a right-handed, but the pain I have it on my left knee and ankle as well. I mean, right ankle and knee as well. So it's all on the right side.
Mhm. Interesting. Yeah, I think healing the past life trauma, and you may not even necessarily need to know exactly what it was. You can do a meditation. There's, past life regression meditations where if you want to learn more about it and know for sure, you can do that and see if there's a specific lifetime that comes up. But you don't necessarily need to know the specifics unless you're supposed to know. So in that case, just ask if you're supposed to know. So it can be passed down through past lifetimes that continuously, it's in like a cycle that continuously affects you. It can also be passed down through ancestors. If something happened to, like, if your mother or father experienced something and then your grandparents experienced something, it can be passed down that way. So I would do both, just set the intention to clear any past life trauma, heal that. Doing some energy work on it would be good, like a meditation. This will help doing Reiki on it, or going to see somebody to do that in person. But yeah, and then a past lifetime meditation and ancestral healing meditation, which is what we're going to be doing in just a minute. So that should help.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, no problem. Does anybody else have any questions?
Yes, hi Lily.
Hi.
How are you? It's Debbie. Thank you so much for including me.
Yeah.
Can you see me?
Yes, now I can see you. Hi.
Yeah. Hi. Thank you so much for including me. It's great to be here. I just wanted to share one story with you. I've got a great big birthmark on my back. It's probably about 3 inches long. And I had a dream and someone axed me in the back. And then after that, I had another dream. It was really in a long time ago. They were old-fashioned guns. Someone shot me in the back. So yeah. So that actual birthmark came from the axing in the back. So I thought I'd share with that. But I also just thank you so much for including me. I have much gratitude for that.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you for sharing that. That's a really good point. That's a prime example right there.
Wow. 2 examples.
Yeah. Yeah. So then you can see how it can be played over and over and over
You
again.
don't have any back pain or anything, right?
Hope you're muted.
Sorry. No, I do have back pain,
Mm.
but I've worked on it. I've worked on myself. It's all gone now. All my pain's totally gone.
Right.
But you know, the awareness that I came in here with that birthmark was maybe to give me a better idea of where the back pain came from. So yeah, I've worked through it, and a lot of work, a lot of work. But yeah, I've worked through it.
Mhm.
You hear that? Thanks for sharing.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
Thank you. Beautiful. Sergio, did you want to say something? I see you up there.
Yeah, for me is sometimes I get queasy, like whenever I have my hands like over here by my neck.
Mhm.
Like I feel like maybe somebody snuck up behind me and, you know, got my throat or something, or my wrists, you know, like if I see somebody cutting the wrists, or you know, accidentally, or whenever I just randomly think of getting my wrist cut, nor, you know, I've never done something like that before, but whenever I think about those things or I see those things, like I don't know, my energy goes wild.
Yeah.
And also like random thoughts of being tortured.
Wow.
Sometimes that comes up and I try to have control over those things and dismiss them, you know, because I'm not trying to create them.
Right.
So yeah, I need this.
Yeah. No, yeah. Thank you so much for sharing. Especially with what's going on right now. With in what I shared about Katie's story, how she spent 3 lifetimes, I think it was 3, as a hybrid child being tortured. So that definitely could be it. And working on healing that, cutting the cords. And you may want to do more than, you know, one session, maybe something that you have to work through a little bit. Whenever I got my Orion memories back, and these Orion memories, I saw negative beings genetically testing, creating like monsters essentially. And I saw myself in a portal trapped, and they were trying to steal my soul, like my soul essence. And after I saw that and was kind of re-downloaded with that, or made aware of it, because I guess it was already in my energetic field, but once I became aware of it, it took me a few months of working through that. Then I would start getting like PTSD of just suddenly, you know, as if I were back there. So that could be like the intrusive thoughts with the thoughts of being tortured. I think just processing that and spending some time on healing that. And yeah, the cord cutting will help help dissipate that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's wild. Did anybody else want to share? Andrea, were you trying to talk?
Yes.
Hi.
Can you guys hear me? Hi.
Yes. Hi.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you, Lily, can negative like entities be passed from generation to generation or via the ancestral line? Because I had a lot of encounters with demonic
Mm-hmm.
entities, like during my dream time,
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes even during daytime
Mm-hmm.
when I'm just peaceful. So, what do you think?
Yeah, I'm getting a yes right now. Are you still experiencing that?
Uh, yes, but lately I can fight it. Like I'm not scared anymore. I can bring the light and they immediately disappear. So I
Wow.
guess my vibration has risen a little bit. So I'm at the point that I can handle it. I feel like it's okay now. But in the past was very, very frightening. I was losing my mind sometimes.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah, and also that can happen for you to learn a lesson. I know that one of my lessons that I've been learning and going through is fear, because fear is like that's the worst. That's like the opposite.
Yes.
So
Yes.
learning how to deal with these negative energies, negative beings, to where you're not afraid and you rise above it, I feel is a lesson that a lot of us are learning also. So even if I experience something that maybe like in a bad dream or some sort of an attack in the astral, my guides in the divine, they're there, and they won't let anything bad happen to you, but you're experiencing it so that you can learn how to deal with it and work through it. And it can also be passed down.
Okay,
Like,
great. Thank you.
mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah, so that's good. You're working through the fear, raising the vibration. Yeah, working on not being afraid, and cleansing and clearing, cord cutting will help too.
Yes, okay. Thanks.
Mm-hmm. Did anybody else want to share? Have any questions? Okay. Yeah.
I have a question. After the cord cutting itself, do you experience any sensations that are felt in the physical body once a cord has been released or cut? Do you feel a lightness to your being? Do you feel any other sensations? What should we look for?
Mm-hmm. So it varies depending on who you are, different people. Usually, yeah, I feel like just like a load has been taken off of my back. You just feel better mentally. And sometimes we have a lot of cords. So not too long ago, it was in the last like month or two, after one of the live activations, I can't remember which one it was, I went on a walk like I usually do, and suddenly I felt all of these cords being pulled out from my heart. And I don't normally feel energy as much. I'm very, very, very visual.
Mm-hmm.
I actually like felt that. It was pretty intense. And they were like pulling them out, a lot of them. So that opened my eyes, that we have multiple cords that we need to cut, and we need to continuously cut them and clear them. Some people may feel it physically. Some people, you may just feel lighter afterwards, or you'll start to notice a difference in your behavior and thinking.
Okay, perfect. Yes, because I'm the feeling kind. Everything that I perceive as felt. I don't see or hear things like others. So yeah, it's all in the physical body, which is why I was asking. So I'd usually feel a sensation of some sort.
Yeah, you'll most likely, if you're the feeling type, you'll most likely feel some sort of a sensation. I did a session on somebody. It was a Star Origins reading, but I did an activation at the end, a cord cutting, and I was doing the bowl, and suddenly I saw them jump. It was this guy, Lisa's husband, Katie, if I can't remember his name right now. But I saw him literally jump, and he like screeched like, ah. And after I finished up, I was like, what was that? And he's like, I literally felt something being yanked out of my back. And he physically felt it that much. So I think it depends. You may feel it a lot. It may be more subtle. You may feel like some tinglies or something like that also.
Okay, cool. Thanks for covering that. I just wanted to know what to expect.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Anybody else? And then we have a little bit more to go on the cord cutting, and then we can chat a little bit, see if there's any questions, and then start the activation. Did anybody? Hi. Oh no, I can't hear you. Can you try again, talking again? If not, type in the chat. Yeah, I can't hear.
Oh, I didn't know who it is that you wanted to speak with.
Oh, I was looking at Blue. The name's Blue, because it looked like she was trying to say something, but I can't hear her.
Oh, okay. I'll mute myself then. I'm not sure if that's me or not.
I don't think, yeah, not you. Okay, Blue, if you have anything to say, okay, the chat. Let's see. You guys can also type in the chat too. Just let me know if there's anything that you wanted to say in the chat, and hopefully you can hear me. And who was just talking a second ago?
That was a Zoom user. That I think she mentioned in the chat that her husband
Sorry,
killed.
it's Kathy.
Hi,
It's
Kathy.
Kathy. It's hi. How are you?
Good. How are you doing? Awesome. It's good to see you here.
I'm good. I know. Good to see you always.
Did you have a question or comment or anything?
Yeah, well, I put a comment in the chat. I don't know if it came up because I actually don't know that I'll be having time to do the meditation. So I'm driving while I'm texting. I'm being a bad driver. But I had a reading rather recently because I've always had this rather difficult relationship with my husband, you know, and it goes back a long time since we were teenagers. And I always think, why did I marry this guy? He drives me crazy. And he so I had a reading and so it was like at the end of it was like healing, and he was going through all these, you know, different things, and I said, well, I want to heal Orion, and he said, well, you know, it's funny because I didn't see anything for Orion with you. When I thought of Orion, there was a red wall that prevented me access and from going into Orion. And I thought, well, you know, if anything needs to be healed, I think something needs to be healed from Orion. And I think maybe it has something to do with my husband. And then he just blurted out, oh my God, your husband was a reptilian who murdered you. And I was like, oh, okay, well, that makes a lot of sense.
Wow.
So yeah, so, you know, true or not, but you know, I don't know, but it feels like there's, you know, something deeper,
Yeah.
you know, karmic behind our relationship. So
Right. Definitely. Are you guys starting to smooth it out?
yeah, I mean, the past 5 years have been better actually, you know, but yeah, I mean, it's always like kind of difficult. He's kind of like the, you know, alpha male wanting to beat on his chest, and you know, so it's always, you know, been difficult.
Right.
So yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's
just thought I'd share, kind of interesting. So we'll see how that cord cutting goes.
Yes, thank you for sharing. That's interesting how you said the about there was a wall and it prevented you from going in there.
Yeah.
So that's happened with me a few months ago whenever I discovered, I was like, what happened to me in the SSP? Well, I saw a vision of somebody being trafficked, and they just said trafficked. And then I tried going in further and they were like, nope.
Yeah.
You're not ready for it. It's bad.
Right. Yeah. Very interesting.
That's cool. You have some clues though that he was a reptilian and it was an Orion. So you're like, you know, part of the way there with it.
Yeah. Yeah. And then I think, well, you know, what kind of life contract did I enter into that I would, you know, marry this person? But yeah, it's just interesting, you know.
Yeah, it seems like people, they get stuck. We can really get stuck in these karmic patterns, even if we don't want to be anymore. Something else that we'll go through today during the activation is we're going to cut and rip up any contracts that are not for our highest good. So sometimes we may make contracts or agree to something that maybe we didn't even realize we agreed to, or we don't remember agreeing to it. So that's another one. Okay, Mary, hi. Wanted to say thank you for having me. Thanks for coming, Mary. She won the free slot. Okay. All right, so cord cutting. Yes, that's huge. Cord cutting can really change your life. Really, really. So it helps you to recover energy that's been lost and to reestablish healthy energetic boundaries. Helps us let go of what no longer serves us. And this is just kind of some examples when you enter into a relationship, family, friend, intimate partner, colleague, someone we have regular dealings with, or even an individual in passing, we develop energetic cords. So even if you like go to a party and you talk to somebody, like you develop an energetic cord with them. Now, these cords aren't necessarily bad. They actually help us to form connection and understanding with one another. When we are connected energetically, we perceive on a much deeper level and have the ability to tune into the energy of another. We are all energy beings. While we tend to interact with the world through our 5 physical senses, the truth is that our primary means of relating is energetically. So as we move through our lives, growing, learning, evolving, we must necessarily let go of that which no longer serves us. When we let go, we create space. This space is that of potential and possibility. So that kind of like opened my eyes, knowing that even if you go to like say a party or you go somewhere that's very crowded, I usually cleanse my energy afterwards, just because, you know, you got just kind of random people walk around and stuff like that. And you don't know what they've got. Energetic cords can come from many different things: people, places, traumas, past lives, etc. So you can have cords from past lives. I'll give another example. This happened to me very, very recently, where I saw, and this is as I started to become more aware of the whole trafficking thing and how dark it really is. So I began seeing visions of a ritual, a dark ritual taking place with trafficked people. Very, very hard to watch. And suddenly it was like I was just observing it and processing it. And then suddenly, like energy started returning, coming out from that experience and returning into my solar plexus. Suddenly I saw just like a tower of bright yellow just building up as I focused on this. And it was me getting my power back from this situation. So yeah, and I don't know when that happened. We're still kind of figuring that out. Could be SSP, could be past lives. We'll see. I'm learning that one. But yeah, it can come from past lifetimes. Or even if you were involved in something like a secret program, it could be from that. And you maybe experience things, emotional things, or things in your life, and you have no idea why. It doesn't make sense. And it's because of your involvement in a secret program. So energetic cords can get stuck in your chakras and your auric field. Cord cutting can be helpful in releasing negative emotions like resentment, anger, and sadness. So that's another way. Once after you cut cords, especially with something really big that's been affecting you, you'll feel just much lighter and you'll be in a better mood, things like that. It is important to cut and pull cords regularly, especially as you are healing and ascending. It's like I was saying in the beginning, we're like onions. Take a layer, and then what's under this layer? Then we got to deal with that. You know, it's a process. And as we raise our vibration, we're beginning to manifest, you know, faster, but it is a process. But you should do it regularly for that fact, because you're like an onion. And just like with Kathy, she didn't know, at first she was blocked from seeing Orion. And then they gave her, you know, the whole reptilian thing. So it's like, then she was ready for that next step. And then she can cut those cords. As we move through our lives, growing, learning, evolving, we must necessarily let go of which no longer serves us. When we let go, we create space. This space is that of potential and possibility. Okay, how to cut cords. I'm going to give you guys kind of a demonstration. If you want to take a picture of this, feel free. You'll also get a copy of the recording, or if you just want to remember it. So how to cut cords. I always call in Archangel Michael, always. He is the warrior protector angel. He has the sword, and you can call in other deities. You can call in Jesus. You could call in Mary. You can call in Ganesh. You can call in whatever, Thor if you want, Odin, whatever you want. You can call them in and call in angels, but definitely Archangel Michael. And then set your intention. Ask for the cords to be cut if it is in your highest good. So that's your intention. Our intention is so incredibly powerful. It's so powerful just to sit there and say, okay, my intention is to cut these cords, cut whatever cords may be holding me back, whatever is for my highest good. And you can also do more work on this. Make a list of whatever you want to release. So after this session, if you want to dig in deeper, which, you know, I recommend if there's something you're struggling with, writing is really helpful, getting it out on paper. So make a list of whatever you want to release. It could even be like anxiety, or it could be certain kind of like thoughts or things that bother you, whatever it is. Visualize. So visualize Archangel Michael coming, visualize him cutting the swords, but also more recently, I've also started to pull them. So I asked for them to be pulled and cut. So you can actually physically do that to yourself. And just visualize you pulling them out and them being transmuted, disintegrating as they're being pulled out. You can, like I said, physically pull the cords out and then sweep your body energetic field. So if you're sitting here, you could go through each one of your chakras and pull, do like that. Another trick, hopefully you guys can hear me okay, but another trick is opening your chakras by doing a clockwise motion. So, and then visualize that, you opening your chakras and then just start pulling out. And you can do that for each chakra. You can do that for your energetic field. And that's really helpful. Like I said, that time when I was on a walk after the activation, and suddenly I just started feeling all of these cords being cut or pulled out of my heart. So you can like physically do that. And then afterwards, sweep your energetic field and just kind of like smooth out your energy. You can also listen to frequency music, sage, do sage to help clear any, you know, negative energies, old energies. So saging, and then you put it around your energetic field, under your arms, your legs, all of that, around your house. That helps cleanse and clear those. And you can also list what you do not consent to. If there's something that's bothering you, or if you're experiencing maybe an astral attack or something like a nightmare while you're sleeping, or something's messing with you, just straight up say, you know, I do not consent to this. I do not consent to negative energies, and reaffirm that to the universe. Set strong energetic boundaries. So you can visualize your energetic field. You can visualize light going around your house. And then also another tip is really feeling in your body, and just focus on feeling your energy for a moment. That's actually really powerful, like feeling in your body. So you can pull energies out of the solar plexus, other chakras. Solar plexus is a big one. Mental and emotional body, which is around your physical body. So basically you'll call on Archangel Michael, deities, set the intention and ask cords to be cut, and visualize that and see them being cut or pulled. And here is some words that you can say. Cleansing with intention of purifying the auric field. So you could repeat, and maybe just go ahead and repeat it in your head while I'm saying it, so we can set the intention for this activation we're about to do. I now completely release all chakra cording, emotional cording between me and any other person and any other being. And as you're doing this, you're pulling out. You'll be pulling out. And then it says you can actually release it down to the earth, push it down to the earth for it to be transmuted and recycled. I release each of us into our own evolution, so that each of us is integrated in our own highest good and safe in God's hands. And after you do that, you'd smooth out your energetic field with your hands, and also feel very, very grounded while you're doing it. Feel very connected to source. Feel the source energy, source within you, and let the energy move. So a lot of the energetic, these cords and things that get stuck, it's energy. So actually physically moving around and letting the energy move is very helpful in like literally making it go away. So visualization is very powerful, but actually physically moving. And if any point during the meditation, the cord cutting, clearing, if you feel called to touching any part of your body or pulling or whatever you feel called to do physically, moving around, go ahead and do it. And this is just a prayer. And then after this, we'll get started. So let's go ahead and say this together or in our heads. I ask Archangel Michael, all of the archangels, and God to cut cords between anyone or anything that I'm corded to now that does not serve me. Please remove the root of all cordings and clear any negative energy or dark energy in and around me from these cords. Remove all negative energies, frequencies, dark energy, and thought forms, not for my highest and best good, or any energy seeking to disturb. Please remove all negative energies and these cordings across all time and space, all dimensions, all levels, and on all timelines. I do not consent to any negative energies affecting me. I give my permission for you to protect and bless me and my loved ones now and while we sleep. I invite the angels, archangels, and the divine to place a shield of protection around me so that I am safe, secure, loved, and protected. Thank you, and so it is. Boom. Okay, some other tips. And then after this, we'll get started. Shadow work. So basically, looking inward, working through things like if you had a really bad relationship with your dad, looking into, what that was about, what that was like, and working through it. If maybe you had a bad relationship with your dad and then or a parent, and as a child you didn't feel loved, so then you would reflect on that and then write out, I am loved, taking your power back and things like that. So affirmations, shadow work, if you want to look deeper into things. What was the lesson you were supposed to learn from those experiences or cords? Really look within and dig deep to process and release. Practice feeling your energy and routinely set boundaries. So if you're somebody who's very sensitive to other people's energies, practice feeling your energy and setting boundaries. Grounding. The earth automatically, naturally starts harmonizing our energetic field. So grounding, sticking your feet on the grass and just being out in nature helps a lot. Connecting with earth to rebalance your energetic field, stress reduction, diet, cloaking your energy, or an invisibility cloak. So this is something that you can do if you feel there are negative energies around, or some negative beings or even messing with you, or just the energy is not great. What you can do is basically like Harry Potter and put an invisibility cloak over your energy. So visualize that and cloak yourself so that you're not sticking out like a sore thumb. Revoke, cut, burn, or tear any negative contracts. And you would just do that by stating that and visualizing it, or you can do a meditation on it. Saging, shungite, black crystals are really, really good for cleansing, purifying, protecting, grounding, healing. Practice being in your energetic field makes you more whole and less scattered. So feeling whole, not feeling scattered, because with the energetic cords, other people have your energy too. So calling back your energy back to yourself will help you feel less scattered and more whole. Raising your vibration, and you rise above the lower vibes. Do not be freaked out by dark energies. Trauma work and soul retrieval. working with the solar plexus. Like I said, whenever I had those visions of the torture scenes, basically, I was retrieving so much energy back into my solar plexus from that. It was crazy. It was like a whole tower. Believe you can instantly release any energies not in alignment with you. So believe. Physical movement, moving energies from your field. So doing like that, doing qigong or things like that, yoga. Healing and clearing is a process. More comes up as we are ready to become aware, heal, and release it. And that's it. Did anybody have any questions? Are we good? Did you guys find that helpful? Okay. Awesome. All right. So basically we're ready to do the cord cutting session, the meditation, the activation session. So if you guys want, we can take a couple minute bathroom break real fast. And then whenever you come back, just get comfortable, get in a comfortable position and lay down. Dim the lights if you'd like to. And I'm going to turn my camera off and set. So I'll be using 3 of my singing bowls, 3 singing bowls during this process. So what I'm going to do, if you haven't been on one of my group sessions before, I'm going to turn my camera off and move my computer. And then I'll be here with the singing bowls guiding everybody, channeling through this process. So basically just get comfortable. You can turn your camera off. I'm going to use the restroom and I will be right back real fast.
One question, what if we fall asleep?
That's fine. I would just set the intention and ask that, I mean, you're still hearing it. You have headphones, right?
Yeah, I do. I have
You're
a
still
feeling I'm
hearing-
going to fall asleep though.
Yeah.
It's going on 9 o'clock, I think. And I'm
Yeah.
trying not to be tired.
Yeah, you're fine.
I
We'll
want to
set the
stay awake
intention.
though.
Yeah, we'll
Okay.
set the intention if you fall asleep that the work continues to be, because our guides in Star Family can work on you while you're sleeping. They can work on
Okay,
you
that's
energetically.
true.
Yeah.
Okay,
All
thank
right.
you.
Yeah. Any other questions? No. Okay. All right. I'm going to turn my camera off. I'll be right back. All right. If you would like to go ahead and get in a comfortable position, dim the lights, grab your crystals, and begin to relax. The activation is now starting. Just go ahead and begin relaxing. So we set the intention as a group, all of our minds working together for this cord cutting ceremony, for ancestral healing, healing our ancestral lineage, physically and energetically, and clearing any karma that can be cleared at this time. From us, from our past lifetimes, from this lifetime, from our ancestral lineage. And go ahead and take a few deep breaths in. And as you breathe in, breathe light into your body. See the light going in through your throat chakra, into your body, into your chest. Light into your heart chakra, and see your heart chakra focusing on your chest for a moment as I play this heart chakra crystal alchemy bowl tuned to open your heart, harmonize your heart. See your heart beginning to expand. As this portal to Source and the Divine begins to open within you. And as your heart expands, love and light begin flooding in. And spreading throughout the rest of your body. Through your torso, light spreading throughout your arms, your forearms, to the tips of your fingers. Light spreading down your thighs. Also beginning to open and expand all of your energy centers, your heart, your solar plexus, your throat, third eye, crown, beginning to open and expand as they fill with light, your sacral chakra near your navel, your root chakra at the base of your spine, and this light continues down to your thighs, to your calves, to your feet, and the tips of your toes. Feeling lighter, your frequency rising. Now see the light around your body, your energetic body. This light spreading from your heart out into your energy body. As your aura becomes brighter, continue deep breaths or breathe however is comfortable for you. Breathing out any tension. Breathing in light and relaxation. Now we call upon Jesus or Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Serapis Bey, God of Ascension, Ganesh, the archangels and angels, 100 angels surrounding each and every one of us. Now we call upon our star families of the highest love and light, the Pleiadians, the Sirians, Arcturians, Lyrans, benevolent beings from Orion star families, all of our star families of the highest love and light, councils of light, master healers, our ascension team. Come be here with us now to assist in this cord cutting, clearing, and healing. Feel the energy shift around you. And now we call upon Archangel Michael, Warrior Protector Angel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Uriel. See these beings come from every direction, north, east, south, west, bringing light and holding each side of your energetic field, bringing light into the room or wherever you are. Light coming down the walls, the ceiling, the floor. We call upon Archangel Metatron of the above space, and he comes down from the grand central sun, bringing the Christ consciousness grid. See him traveling through space, through the sky, in through the chakras above your head, filling and opening your crown with this golden platinum light, down your third eye, your throat, and then anchoring this Christ grid in your heart. Archangel Sandalphon of the below space, coming up from the center of the earth, connecting to the 5D crystals of the earth, the crystalline grid. See Sandalphon coming up with this platinum light going up through the earth, through the chakras below your feet, through your feet, your legs, with this platinum light crystalline grid, through your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, and then anchoring in your heart. You are divinely held and protected in every direction. Feel this cloak of light and love surrounding you. The Arcturians step forward. We ask them to step forward now. The Arcturians are master healers and keepers of the Akashic records. We ask now to look through your Akashic records and clear and heal any karma, karmic relationships, or patterns from past lifetimes. That have been carried down. As well as trauma that has been carried down from these past lifetimes. You may see a timeline spreading out before you, multiple timelines of all of your past or parallel lifetimes, as it is all happening at once. Visualize these lifetimes spreading out before you as we enter the Akashic records. If you were in Lyra during the Lyran Wars, during the attack, you may see feline beings, Lyran beings, stepping forward. You in a past lifetime. If there is anything that you should know from these lifetimes, we ask that our guides and the divine show you. Now see light entering in through these timelines, these past lifetimes, specifically Lyra, and now we go to cleanse and clear those lifetimes. See light spreading through these timelines. See you in these timelines. See yourself being healed as light surrounds you. Some of these lifetimes or traumatic events may have fractured some of your light, leaving your light and some of your soul essence behind. We ask our guides to now assist us in retrieving this light, calling this light back to you as long as it is for your highest good, calling your light back to you. Feel yourself becoming more whole, feeling lighter and brighter. While also sending love and healing to these past lives of yours. Seeing yourself in these lifetimes becoming happier, healthier, healed, empowered, at peace. If you've been involved in the Orion Wars or been affected by the Orion Wars, we now see these timelines spreading before us. may see a version of yourself that has attracted karma or trauma. Now, with the assistance of the Arcturians, our star family, the angels, we send light and healing Feel yourself becoming lighter, feeling more whole, as we also call back any light that has been separated from us because of war, tragedy, or past lifetimes in general. Call back your light. See this light coming from all directions, 360 degrees back to you. See yourself being healed. Now, another series of timelines opens up from Lemuria and Atlantis. See any lifetimes from Lemuria or Atlantis, these timelines spreading out before you. You see yourself in these lifetimes, whatever happened. Any Lemurian or Atlantis lifetimes where you accumulated trauma or karma. Or if there are any karmic patterns attached to these past lifetimes that are still affecting you today. We now go through all of these with the violet flame of transmutation, with fire and light. Clearing, if there are any contracts that you may have picked up from any of these past lifetimes or any others that I have not mentioned, see a scroll, multiple scrolls, however many of these contracts and even karmic patterns appear in front of you. Scrolls with written contracts or deeds. If there are any contracts that are not beneficial for you, that may be weighing you down from these past lifetimes, see these contracts now being torn to pieces, revoked, as well as any karma that needs to be healed and cleared. karmic patterns that have resulted from these contracts, trauma, karma. All of these scrolls are now ripped to pieces, and now see the fire engulfing them. From Lyra, Orion, Atlantis, Lemuria, or any other past lifetimes, galactic lifetimes. Allowing the light and fire in the violet flame of transmutation to cleanse and clear, as well as heal, still seeing these timelines spread out before you as they receive healing, cleansing, as you call back your soul essence, any fragmented pieces that can be integrated safely at this time for your highest good. Calling your energy back to you. Your pure essence, your love, your light, in your natural state. You are love, you are light. The Arcturians and our star family now nod their head as we finish up with these past lifetimes, these galactic lifetimes. See these timelines being cleared, cleansed up. You feel lighter, happier. And now see these timelines close and go back into the Akashic records. Feeling at peace. Breathing in deeply. Now it is time to heal your ancestral lineage. Any ancestral trauma or karma that you have accumulated here on earth or accumulated in general. See timelines. See your lineage, your ancestors sprawl out before you, a line of them, multiple generations. However they appear to you. Mother, grandmother, great-grandmother, great-great-grandfather, any other family, ancestors, calling in the ancestors of the highest love and light to attend to be healed. Ancestral patterns, karmic relationships, physical ailments, mental ailments, energetic ailments, issues with your chakras that stem from ancestral lineage. Now sending light to all of this, and a fire of violet flame to cleanse and clear, transmute. See your ancestors sprawled out in front of you, being healed one by one, being released from chains, being freed, healing their mind, body, soul, spirit. If there are any contracts having to do with your ancestral lineage, we now see those appear. Any scrolls, karmic patterns that are no longer for your highest good. See these scrolls being tore up and disintegrated in fire, in light. We release you from karmic patterns, from ancestral trauma, and now see the violet flame entering into the bone and blood, into your physical body. The violet flame going up through your veins into the bone, cleansing, clearing, healing your DNA, your genetics, rewriting your genetic code for health, prosperity, healing, happiness, strength, accessing more of your divinity, your divine path, sending light codes and light to your DNA, into every cell of your body, a deep healing and cleansing of any ancestral karma or trauma. Anything that does not belong. If there is a part of your body that is affected, send the violet flame and light to this area. To be transmuted and healed, cleared of the karmic patterns, trauma, opening up the cells of your body to receive this light, these light codes, this healing. Also from your star family, they begin sending you frequencies into your physical body, your mental body, your emotional body, your aura, as well as your chakras, your energy centers. The Pleiadians step forward, as well as your star family, reaching their hand out, sending you their love, their light, their healing, sending light technology. Feel the cells in your body relaxing and becoming more loose, harmonizing. Your auric field harmonizing. Your DNA activating. Your bloodline healing. Jesus and Mary Magdalene and Mother Mary now step forward to assist in healing, breaking the karmic patterns, cycles, transmuting darkness that has been passed down. See Jesus step forward. Mary, Mary. Jesus reaches out his hand and touches you. From his touch, feel a wave of healing serenity come over you. See a bright light spread throughout your body, your DNA, your blood, your skin, your energy centers, your aura. As this happens, see yourself lighting up gold, layers of you, layers of trauma or gunk that no longer serve you, layers of 3D matrix falling off of you and disintegrating. Any chains that may be holding you back. See Jesus touching these chains and they disintegrate. Now Mother Mary steps forward. She shows you the symbol of the Sacred Heart on fire. Burning away anything that does not serve, igniting your passion, your purpose, your health, igniting your divine DNA. Igniting your spirit, raising your frequency. Mother Mary puts her hand out and touches you, giving you her blessing. And see another wave of frequencies, love, and light spread out from her touch through your physical body, energy body, and soul. Mary Magdalene now steps forward. And she takes a container of water, a pot of water, and rinses off your feet, allowing this beautiful water, soothing water, to flow down to your ankles, your feet. Blessing you, freeing you. Washing away anything that does not serve and revigorating you. You are fresh and new, reborn. You are healing. You are remembering who you are, your divinity, taking back your power. Know thyself. Saying thank you to Mary, Jesus, Mary Magdalene, giving them a rose as a token of gratitude. Your lineage is now free. Chains have been broken. Karmic patterns are now cleared, washed away, transmuted. Now we call upon Saint Germain and the Violet Flame and your guides, your star family, to assist with pulling and cutting any cords that may be attached to your chakras or your energetic field. See the violet flame coming over your body and your energetic field, and see an angelic presence, one of your guides stepping forward, putting their hand on your crown chakra. See them opening your crown and pulling out any energetic cords from this lifetime, past lifetimes, ancestral cords. Visualize and feel these cords being pulled out, or you physically assist with pulling them out, whatever is comfortable to you. But focus on your crown. As these cords are being pulled out, Archangel Michael steps forward with his sword and cuts them. The violet flame of transmutation disintegrates them, transmutes them. Now we go down to your third eye. Focus on your third eye. See your third eye. A star family or guide steps forward and now begins pulling cords out of your third eye chakra. Anything that does not belong there. Any energetic cords that may be attached to other people, places, things. See and feel these cords being pulled out of your third eye. Pulled and pulled and pulled. Releasing what no longer serves you. Archangel Michael again takes his sword and cuts these cords in the violet flame, disintegrates them, transmutes them. See your third eye now stronger and brighter, as well as your crown. Open and bright. Now they go down to your throat chakra and begin pulling cords out of your throat. Focusing on your throat, see and feel these cords being pulled out. This may be from past lifetimes where you could not speak your truth. This lifetime, if you've ever been in a situation or relationship where you could not speak your truth. Any cords connecting to other people, situations, places, things, traumas, now being pulled from the throat chakra. As these cords are being pulled out, you begin feeling more clear. Your throat begins to open up, becomes brighter, more whole, balanced. Cords from any lifetime, past lifetimes, parallel lifetimes, this lifetime, galactic lifetimes, earth lifetimes, ancestral trauma, where your ancestors could not speak, they could not express themselves, all of these cords being pulled out. Being pulled out, and now Archangel Michael again takes his sword and cuts these cords, and the violet flame ignites and disintegrates these cords, transmuting them, completely removing. You look back at your throat chakra and see it as more open, clearer, brighter, stronger. Now we go down to your heart, opening your heart chakra up, swirling it open. Now your guides begin pulling these cords out of your heart. Pulling cords out. Cords from this lifetime, past lifetimes, your ancestral lineage, galactic lifetimes. Anytime your heart was broken or you were not able to express yourself, where you are kept from love, from any time you were afraid, traumatized, from past relationships, people in your life, All of these energetic cords, whatever is for your highest good, now being pulled from your heart. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Releasing these cords. As the rest of the cords are pulled out of your heart, Archangel Michael steps forward with his sword and cuts these cords, and the violet flame disintegrates. Transmuting, releasing anybody else's energy that has gotten stuck in your heart or through these cords, sending that energy back. And now you look at your heart and you see it is open, brighter, lighter, feeling refreshed, strong, harmonized and balanced. Now we go down to your solar plexus. Spin it open. And your guides see their hands beginning to pull any cords out. From this lifetime, past lifetimes, ancestral traumas, karmic, galactic wars, any situation where your power was stolen from you, pulling these cords out of your solar plexus. Any situation or person that made you feel powerless, pulling these cords out. They do not belong here. Pulling the cords out. And as they are finishing up, Archangel Michael steps forward with his sword and cuts these cords, and the violet flame disintegrates, burning them away, transmuting, getting rid of anybody else's energy from your solar plexus. People, places, things, trauma, ancestral, completely cleared out of your solar plexus. And now you look at your solar plexus and you see it as bright like the sun, open, clear. Your power is now beginning to be brought back to you as your solar plexus expands. Your solar plexus is free. You are free. Now we go down to your sacral chakra, taking the hand, spinning it open, and your guides begin pulling these cords out. Any people, places, or things that have damaged your sacral, traumatized your sacral. This is your center for sexuality, for creation, creativity, manifestation. Pulling any cords out that do not belong there. You no longer consent to lower vibrations, lower vibrational things, If there is anything that happened to you from this lifetime involving your sacral, sexuality, creativity, life force, clearing this out. Any past relationships or lovers, pulling out their energetic cords if they do not belong. Archangel Michael now steps forward and cuts these cords, and the violet flame disintegrates. Anybody else's energy is returned to them or transmuted, no longer attached to you. You look back at your sacral and it is bright, beautiful orange. It is open, it is clear. Your life force is now better able to begin flowing through your energy centers, up through your spine. And now we go down to the root chakra near the base of your spine and begin pulling these cords out. Anytime you were afraid, not secure, poverty, ancestral poverty, not having safety or security, ancestral lineage, ancestors, your parents, grandparents, pulling all of these cords out. Any karmic patterns or cycles or traumas or people that make you feel anxious, have made you feel emotionally unstable, afraid, pulling all of these cords out. Childhood traumas, pulling all of these cords out of your root. And as these cords are being pulled out, you begin to see a bright red, beautiful red color of your root chakra as it begins to glow brighter. Archangel Michael steps forward with his swords and cuts these cords. The violet flame begins to disintegrate them, transmute them. You look back at your root chakra and it is completely open and clear. A bright red. Now, Archangel Michael, your star family, the angels, look around your energetic field, scanning your energetic field for any other cords that do not belong there. See these cords from your energy bodies, your mental body, emotional body, being pulled out, whatever does not belong. Cords from other people being cut, whatever does not belong, whatever is draining your energy, whatever is scattering your energy. Archangel Michael takes his sword and swifts down your energy body, swifts down around you. And now see your star family, your guides, the angels, taking their hands and running their hands around your energy body, in your aura, cleansing any last bit of trauma, karma, ancestral issues, any cords, smoothing out your energetic field and see it becoming brighter. Smooth, healthy, safe. Smoothing out your energy. Now your life force energy can flow. Your life force energy is awakened now that you are not bogged down. You are free of karmic patterns, ancestral patterns. You are free, you are bright, you are gold. And now you are rewriting your future by coming into your divine blueprint. Releasing anything emotional, anything out of your field that no longer belongs to you. Allowing any last adjustments to your energetic field or your body. Seeing your team making any last adjustments. Feeling lighter, feeling brighter. And saying thank you to Jesus, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, the archangels, Archangel Michael, the violet flame, Saint Germain, the Pleiadians, Arcturians, Sirians, Lyrans, all of our star families, our ascension team, sending them much love and gratitude for this wonderful opportunity to step into our power, to release us. Freedom. Saying our goodbyes for now. Thanking, sending love and light to all of these beings, and whenever you are ready, you may begin coming back. Feeling grounded, feeling relaxed, feeling lighter. Coming back to the present moment, you may want to wiggle your fingers or toes whenever you are ready. And if you would like to share how you feel or how your experience was. Thank you for joining in on this cord cutting, ancestral healing, and karma clearing session. If you'd like, let me know in the comments how your experience was. Feel free to relax for as long as you'd like. And I will see you later, Star Brothers and Sisters.